Hey everyone. So this is Questlog, which is a new sort of quick weekly video series that I thought about doing just as kind of like a video blog journal thing. Um, so it's just going to be like a weekly web show, just, you know, talking about whatever, um, trying to just get into more video content, kind of a thing. So, may or may not be related to games, or whatever. So, yeah. And to practice, speaking and stuff to kind of help the podcast a bit, and other future projects. So, um, if you haven't seen, I put up a post on my personal Facebook, just asking people, what sort of stuff they would like to see 8-Bit Adventures do. Um, I mean, I've been doing the comics since 2008 in one form or another, and through a number of revisions and relaunches and stuff like that. And we're about 46 episodes into the podcast at this point, and I've done a bunch of videos and everything, but I'd really like to hear, what people want, out of 8-Bit Adventures, and that sort of thing. And in particular, I mean, what sort of rewards? I mean, are the current rewards that we have in Patreon, like, are they good enough? Are they terrible? I don't know. So yeah, any feedback would be great. Um, because at the end of the day, I mean, the rewards, are there for people that want to support it. So, I mean, if the current reward structure isn't enticing enough, that'd be helpful for me to know. I mean, because right now, $1 patrons, get a bunch of desktop wallpapers, and early access to the comic. $2 patrons get access to the game demo, and any future iterations of the game demo, any of those builds, as well as high res art for download. $5 patrons get video, or video content of the podcast, so sort of like the pre-show and post-show, and behind the scenes stuff, as well as the ability to have a minor cameo character appear in the comic. But I don't know. I don't know if that's, I don't know if the content and the rewards are really what people are asking for. I mean, as far as, 8-Bit Adventures is largely just locally, like, it just has a local influence, among that, where it's just my friends, it feels like. So, I don't know. I don't know if that's enough to entice people to pay $1 or $2 a month, especially, and with all the content that's made. But I mean, if it's not, again, like, it'd be helpful to know that, so I can either refocus to, better serve what people are looking for, or, I mean, if it's simply a case where people don't know about it, I don't know. So, just kind of wrestling with that. But at least, for, the few patrons that have been following and watching the, podcast videos, or for those of you that have been looking at, any solo casts or stuff like that. This is also launching with a new stream overlay. Woo! So I finished that shortly, a couple hours ago. I like it. It kind of freshens things up and uses sort of the updated graphics that I've been working with, for screen thumbnails and graphics and stuff like that for projects. So, I'm really happy with how that came out. And again, if people don't like it, we'll change it. But I got into the D&D Beyond open beta. So, right. For those of you, it is an open beta, so all you got to do is sign up for it. There's no trick or anything. This is not like the Overwatch beta where everybody was clamoring for months, and then, I got in and everybody was like, you don't even play Overwatch. But, so yeah, I'm kind of digging it. It's, right now, it's just an SRD compendium, but, really what I'm hoping to see is the mobile app, because that's where I will probably get the most use out of it, given that I am using the wonderfully created D&D Fight Club apps, both as a DM or I'm using Game Master 5 and Fight Club 5 as a DM and as a player. Those are put out by Lion's Den. And I gotta say, they're fantastic apps. I don't know if they're available on Android, unfortunately. I know they're available on iOS. The only thing is that as a Beast Conclave Ranger, my companion's stats are a little wonky. I have to manually enter in a lot of ability score bonuses and proficiency bonuses and everything. For whatever reason, if you do damage entry, it doesn't update that. But yeah, otherwise they're great. But like I said, I'm really hoping to see some cool stuff out of this D&D Beyond kind of a thing. It would be nice for those products to actually take off for once. It's really frustrating just to see anything that Wizards comes up with either, could be good and it flops, or, starts to get good and then people still backlash about it and then it flops, or something. So we'll see. Yeah. Been playing a lot of Zelda. I don't know how many hours I've put into it. But Breath of the Wild, it's just so good. It's really good. I am willing to forgive. I am getting, the occasional dip in frame rate, which for me, frame rate's more important than sort of just overall graphics quality. I would gladly take more stylized, animated looking things for frame rate over, and have a good frame rate over, super hyper realistic stuff that runs at a lower frame rate. But I don't know. There's a difference when every blade of grass is animated and interactable and everything. I don't know if it's just I'm getting too old to care. I don't know. But I'm really enjoying the game. I'm 2 Divine Beasts down. My goal is to try and is to do a full completion, or some level of full completion. I found out there's 900 Korok seeds. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all 900. It's crazy. That is an insane number of Korok seeds. For weapon upgrades or for inventory slot upgrades, I should say. So yeah, I don't know if I'll get all of those. But I'm definitely going to try and get all the shrines, and unlock the special armor that comes after that. And I'd like to get all the memory unlocks. I want to find out more about these other champions. Especially after I did the Zora quest line first. And that's a heartbreaker. I don't care what anybody else says. I got super sad after that quest line. I couldn't do it. It hurt. It hurt. Vengeance for Mifa. Vengeance. Now I'm sad. But yeah, so hopefully I didn't spoil anything for people with that, but whatever. I have no idea what my completion percentage is. I'm afraid to look. I'm sure it's 1% or something. But yeah. Been playing Heroes. Played some Heroes of the Storm with buddies Josh and Sean. And some of Sean's friends last night. Every now and again, I can't talk. We did the brawl and some quick matches, or I guess one quick match or whatever. The brawls were a lot of fun. And then we did a quick match, and I was like, I'll do Probius or whatever, because I need specialists for the quest and everything. And we got stomped pretty hard, and then, when everybody kind of just like pieced out without saying anything right afterwards, I kind of, just got into I basically tilted after the match. I was trying hard not to during the match and was trying to stay positive and everything, but yeah, it's hard playing Probius and trying to like lane when there's a Valeera on the battlefield. I will say that. Or I could presume with a Nova or a Zeratul, or just somebody that can come out and gank you. Because it was one of those things where, I tried to do stuff in a team fight, would get singled out and everything. It was just a very like disruptive comp that the other team was running. Of like, there was a Diablo, I think there was a Valeera, definitely. Off the top of my head, I can't even remember. Maybe there was a Tychus? But I'm trying to remember what was a brawl and what was a quick match, but I don't know. Moral of the story is, it felt bad. Because, I don't know, like, when you lose a brawl, like, it doesn't matter as much. Even, like, if we were just doing quests and everything, like, it shouldn't feel that bad. I mean, it was just, like, I don't think we got close to like, hitting their core. And it really didn't feel like I contributed all that much, which felt pretty bad. So I don't know. Might not do Probius in quick match for a while. So, what else? It's kind of wrapping stuff up with, or, plugging along and continuing to wrap stuff up with, my intern for the comic and everything. I've been working with an intern, as part of a high school program. He's been doing some good stuff, working on some like background art and concept art and stuff for the comic that I can use later. So it's been a really good experience. So that should finish up in about May or so. So yeah. I guess for Berkshire County people, or if you live in Bennington, Manchester, or Brattleboro, I'm actually working on a series of apps through my day job, designed to do like an events calendar and business listing kind of a thing. So get the word out. And I'm sure, if I see you in person, I will definitely talk about it because I really want that to succeed and take off. Because I'm excited. I don't think there's a lot of apps or programs or anything that really do what we're trying to do, for those regions anyway. So I think it'll be good. It's every now and again there's a big project that comes along that I get super excited about, and this one, I mean, it's going to be a lot of work and it's going to be a huge responsibility, but I'm super excited to kind of head it up, and I'm glad that I got the opportunity to, which was nice. So kind of see where that goes. Hopefully there's not a whole lot of stuff that falls through. But yeah, it should be good. So, so yeah, with that, we just started work on it, and I think we have like another 6 or 7 weeks. So, yeah, it's coming fast. And I mean, I don't know if there's going to be enough time. It'll really, once we are able to start entering stuff into our CMS, that'll be kind of where we find out really if like the poo hits the fan. So hopefully it doesn't, and that'll be good. So, all right. So this is about reaching the 15-minute mark. Like I said, I just wanted to keep these to like 15-minute little webisode things or whatever, using all that terminology. So yeah, that'll be that. Keep on the lookout for maybe some sort of game video, maybe later this week. I'm not sure. But definitely the podcast, and comics. Keep on the lookout for those because we are definitely keeping up with them. So check out 8bitadventures.com. Make sure to use the number 8 and a hyphen. I really wish that I didn't have to specify that stuff, and I will definitely be checking on a regular basis if that domain opens up, of just 8bitadventures.com without the hyphen. So, and if you want to support this content, or if you want to see what those options are for supporting, you can head on over to patreon.com/8bitadventures. The link is wrong way. There. Yep. Again, that way. Yes, there we go. Stage left, stage right is hard. Directions is hard. Directions are hard. Speaking is hard. So, yeah, that about covers it. So, and if you want to get in touch with me, find me on Twitter at 8bitadventures. So, yeah. With that, everyone, have fun, happy gaming, and enjoy your pie cake. Take care, everyone.